A la sazon. It's a Spanish phrase that means a perfect moment in time. With great privilege comes great responsibility. And your responsibility for one lucky purchaser here today will be to take on that baton from the Hayward family. Treat it with respect. Treat it with love. Cherish it. Look after it, because this is an iconic piece of South Australian history. Family, friends and neighbours, welcome to today's auction of 46 Carrick Hill Drive here in the prestigious Springfield. Today's auction will be brought to you by High Society Real Estate. My name is AJ Colman. It's a pleasure to be your auctioneer. Today's auction will be conducted under the terms and conditions of the Society of Auctioneers and Appraisers. The terms, conditions, along with all the relevant documentation, have been on display at the prescribed time of the last 3 business days and right here on site for the last 30 minutes. The legal description of the property is allotment 292 and allotment 293. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 titles over a magnificent 100 acres. Allotment 292 and 293 in filed plan 15720 in the area named Springfield 100 of Adelaide, as contained in Certificates of Title, Volume 5519, Folio 681 and Volume 5835, Folio 809. Today's property is offered as per the Certificate of Title with all rights of way, all easements, and I'm sure you've done your homework in regards to that. Now, the prescribed standard conditions of auction act as binding contractual conditions, and we summarise them as follows. The property is offered subject to the vendor's reserve. If you wish to bid, you'll need to be registered. Once you've registered, get your bidding card, hold it up nice and high, and I'll audibly announce your bid. As the auctioneer, I may make bids on behalf of the vendor, but not more than 2 such bids, and only for amounts below the reserve price. Any such bid I will audibly announce as a vendor's bid. Bidding increments will be offered at the discretion of the auctioneer. No bidding will be accepted after the fall of a hammer, and the auctioneer may refuse a bid if it's of the opinion that it's not in the best interest of the vendor. At the fall of the hammer, if you're the successful bidder, there's a few things you'll need to do. Come forward, complete the contract, pay a deposit of 10% by cash or cheque, and the balance will that'll be due and payable in about 30 days' time, which we've set down for Friday the 20th of June 2014, where vacant possession will be proudly given and taken. Now, I do understand, and I've been instructed by the vendor, that we can offer an even $1 million deposit to all our registered bidders. Great news. I look forward to your spirited bidding. At the fall of the hammer, the risk of the property is on the purchaser, so we strongly recommend that you organise an insurance cover note to protect your equitable investment. Inclusions, exclusions, as per the contract. All the standard ones are there, but there are a few that I need to bring to your attention, and they are the fireplaces, magnificent, the overmantels, the fixed bookcases, and of course, the peat oak grand staircase. And don't forget the friendly goldfish in the little pond up the high end of the block. They're there as well. Exclusions, all the artwork, artefacts, tapestries, loose floor contents, which have proudly been donated to the Adelaide Art Gallery, which is a testament of the generosity of the Hayward family. Cooling off rights do not apply to a sale by auction. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take the time. Are there any questions in regards to the terms, conditions or the bidding process we're about to embark on?
Yes, Mr. Auctioneer.
Hello, how are you?
We are buyers advocates representing principals in Beijing.
Yes.
Can we pay the deposit by deposit bond drawn on the Bank of China, and on the day of settlement, can our principals pay in Chinese RMB at the exchange rate of the day?
Fantastic. Thank you for your question, sir. Are you registered to bid?
Yes.
You are. Okay. So the short answer is cash deposit. So no bonds. I'm sorry. The other thing is we will be settling, and we are offering the property in Australian dollars. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you. Any other questions? Yes. Hello there.
Hello. We're fine art auctioneers and valuers. and we've secured a French Chateau estate collection of Louis XVI furniture, which will be transported to Adelaide for an international auction. And we're bidding today to secure Carrick Hill as the perfect venue to conduct the auction. However, due to time constraints, we will need access in 30 days, but can't settle for 60. If you will allow us access to the property at 30 days, we will pay a $50,000 premium on whatever the sale price is. Is that acceptable, and can we bid on that basis?
Thank you very much. What I'll do is I'll just take a moment to have a chat to the trustee. Won't be a sec.
I'd be happy to accept that and the $50,000 as well.
Yeah, okay. And what about the previous question about the Chinese buyer?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for your question. I've just been advised by the vendor that that will be acceptable. Thank you very much and good luck with your bidding.
Thank you.
Any other questions? So just picture going for a leisurely stroll out in the gardens and close your eyes. Take in the ambience of that 100 acres, the formal gardens, parklands and of course the protected grey box woodlands. The magnificence of the home itself is breathtaking. As you walk through, whether you veer left, whether you veer right, the right-hand wing, the old servants' quarters, the left-hand side, the prestige, formal dining, library, set over 3 levels. As I was walking down the halls, which I'm sure most of you have as well, you can just hear the sounds of yesteryear, the parties, the politics, the ups, the downs. When exploring Carrick Hill, what is it that makes this sensational property one of a kind? Well, it could be the 17th century staircases. Now let me break that down for you. That's the 1600s. You don't get that anywhere else. It could be the steel window frames. It could be the door trims. It could be the amazing marble fireplace surrounds. All of these have been brought in from the finest houses around the world. And the property itself, the family of the Haywoods are so generous. The property itself was actually given as a wedding present. The Haywoods themselves described as community-minded, generous and proud of history. And I wonder if you are community-minded, proud of your history and generous. What a gift for your family, bestowing a legacy to be enjoyed throughout the generations. Your journey to home ownership is well underway. The next step, ladies and gentlemen, is an opening bid and offer. 46 Carrick Hill Drive here at Springfield. Call it out. Where do you want to be? And this is exactly how it will sound on a Sunday afternoon, just before all the guests arrive. I can feel the anticipation. May I suggest, say, 20 million to start us away? Certainly a lot of property for that. Doesn't matter where we start. Hello, sir, how are you? $15 million. Thank you so much. Bidder number 1, welcome into the bidding, and I do wish you all the best in your journey to home ownership, one of the finest homes here in Springfield. 15 million now, and I'll look for, say, a $500,000. 250. 15 million 250. Thank you so much, ma'am. Welcome into the bidding. I like your top there. 15 million 250. At 15 million a quarter. At 15 million a quarter, sir, you're out. Make it 15 and a half. At 15 million 250. At 15 250 the bid. At 15 250 the bid, first call. At 15 250 the bid, second call. 15 million 255. At 15 and a half. At 15 and a half, here we go. We've got an auction. At 15 and a half now. At 15 million 5. At 15 5. What would you like to do, ma'am? Anyone else? Feel free to jump in now. 15 5. Say Geronimo. Jump into the bidding. 15 5. At 15 5. 15 7. 50's the back. Next. At 15 million 5. First, second, third. Final call. $17 million bids with me as a vendor's bid at 17. At 17 million now. At 17 million here. At 17 million now. We'll take 250 rise if you like. At 17 million. At 17 million I got. At 17 million. First call, 17 million. Second time I'm calling now. It's 17 million against you all. Third now. Final call at $17 million. Over. Hello, sir. 250?
I'll tell you what I'll do.
Yes.
I'll give you $17 million real money.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to retract my vendor bid of 17 million. I'm going to take this gentleman's 17 million. And do you know why? Because this gentleman, I saw him looking through earlier, and he really knows value. He really knows the opportunity that is available here today. 17 million. Welcome back into the betting. An astute decision from an astute buyer. 17 million. Quarter, 250, 17, 250, 17 million quarter. Hello there, sir. How are you? 250? 17.5. At 17.5, I've gotten the auction still alive. At 17.5, at 17,500,000. At 17.5, 17.5. Make it 750, sir. At 17.5, at 17.5, 250,000 on top. At 17,500,000 first. At 17,500,000 second. 750, thank you. 17, 750. At 750 the bid now, 18 million back. Straight away like the shot out of a gun, 18 million. At 18 million even. 18 million now over 3 levels. 18.5, 18 million 5. Great bid, ma'am. I really like that. You're my favourite bidder at the moment. 18.5 at 18 million 500 first. At 18 million 5 second. 500, sir. 19. At 19 million the bid. At 19 million the bid goes on. At 19 million. At 19 million now. Picturesque views from every single window. Every aspect of the garden. 19 million 5. Was that a bid, sir? Yep, 19.5. Thank you so much. 19 million 5. At 19 million 500. 750. 750 the bid, 19,750, thank you so much. At 19,750, at 19, hello there, how are you? Bidder number 4, just turn your number the other way. Round me up to 20 million. 20 million, great decision. At 20 million, and I wish your clients all the best there, sir. 20 million, at 20 million the bid, 500, 250. 250, thank you so much. Let's go in smaller steps. 20 million 250. At 20 million 250. At 20 million 250. So what do your clients want to do? Make it 20 million 5. 20 million 250 I've got here against you now. Be a good decision. Now's the time to come in, not 20 million 250. At 20 million 250 now. 20 and a quarter. At 20 and a quarter the bid. First, second, third.
21 million.
$21 million. At 21 million. How's that? This gentleman, on behalf of his clients, has stamped their authority at 21 million. At 21 million now. Don't forget, as you go up the driveway for the first time, the trumpets will be sounding. Not real trumpets, but just the ones in your head. At 21 million. Why? Because this is the most prestigious house that you can secure here in South Australia. At 21 million first, second. 21,200, thank you, sir. At 21,200, at 21,200, here with you and against you. What do you want to do? 21,200, at 21,200, 4.
I'll give you 1.
3, at 21,300, at 21,300, at 21,300, my bid. At 21,300,000. 4, at 21,400, at 21,400, give me one more. 5, at 21,500, at 21,500 I've got 21,500,000, at 21,500,000 and 5 zeros, 21,500,000. 750, 21,750. 525, 525, 21,525. 50, 550, 550 the bid. 75, 575, 21,575 it is. At 21,575,000, 575's the bid. At 575, round me up to 6. 625, 21,625. Thank you, sir. 625.
22 million.
$22 million. There it is. At 22. Here with you and against you all. 22 million.
I'll give you 15.
Thank you. 15. 22 million, 15,000. 30, 30, at 30 the bid, at 30 now, 45, at 45, 22 million, 45, at 45, at 45 the bid, at 45 now, at 45,000, 22 million in that little 45,000, at 45,000, that's what you're going to spend on the housewarming party, at 45,000, at 45 the bid, first, second, third, 60, at 60, at 60, 60, 60, 75, 75, 22, 75, at 22, 75 the bid, at 22, 75, what do your clients want to do, sir? 85, 85, 22 and 85, at 85 the bid, at 85, we're still alive at 85, at 85 I've got now, at 22 and 85, $22,085,000. 1. 15,000? What would you like to bid, sir? 10, 95. Thank you. At 22.95. 110, 110, 22 and 110. 22 million, 110. 120. Thank you, sir. At 120. 30, 130, 130, 22, 130. 45? 130. What would you like to do? 22, 130. At 22, 130, you're both adults here. No marital interaction there. At 22, 130 the bid. I'm going to confirm the bid if you like. 15? 10, are you sure? Okay, 140, 140, at 140, 22, 140, at 140 the bid. Don't worry, sir, you're going to be really, really happy when you move in because you know what they say, a happy wife's a happy life. 22, 140, at 140 the bid, 22 and 140 first, at 22, 140 second, at final call. So you've been quiet there a little bit. 22, 140 bids against you. What about you, sir? How are your clients going? Feel free to give them a call if you like. 22 140 at $22 million, 140,000 with a happy wife. First, second, last, final call. No further bidding. Missing nobody. Missing nobody. Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to pause the auction. I'm just going to seek a few instructions from the vendor. Back shortly. Yeah.
We can sell. The good news is we can sell.
Yep.
22 140.
You happy with that?
Yeah, it's a piece of history that's going out, and we're a bit sad, but we'll let it go.
Fantastic.
Right, work hard.
Thank you.
All right, and you're doing a good job.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We did pause the auction right here in front at $22,140,000. And I just want to check. And I just want to say that at $22,140,000, that is certainly a good buy. 22,140, a goodbye to realestate.com. Goodbye to that search of the home that you've been looking for. And goodbye to the world that you have known. Cocoon yourself here at 46 Carrick Hill Drive at Springfield, 22,140,000, sir. Hello. 150. Thank you so much. 150. 5, 155, 155, 65, 165, 165, 80, 180, 180 the bid now, 22, 180. 95, 195, at 195, 22, 195. 500? 97 and a half, 197 and a half, 22 million, 197 and a half. 2 and a half. 2, 22 million, 200, 22 and 2. 2 and a half again, sir. 202 and a half. 5 at 20. 2 and a half, sir. 202 and a half's here. 205. Yep, so 205. 205 the bid. At 205. At 205 now. At 205. 22 million, 205. At 22 million. Hello, how are you? Sorry? Would you like to interpret for me? Oh. Sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
I can speak in English.
Yeah.
I'll give you 22 million and 288.
288. 22,288. I hope that's your lucky number, ma'am. 22,288 the bid. At 288. At 288, we can't wait. We're going to sell.
So, Mr. Auctioneer,
Hello.
sell it to me now.
We've got to call it 3 calls. If no one else bids, then you will be the lucky one. But I do have to call the 3 calls, part of the auction process. 288 at 22 million. Thank you. 98. 303. 303, 22, 303, 22,303. At 303, the bid hit on my left. You almost had it. 303. At 22,303. At 303, I've got 22 and 303. 22,303. Make it 308. 303 is the bid. At 303, first. At 303, you have to go to the gallery. You have to go to the auction. 22,303, second. At $22,303,000, selling, 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 sold to your way. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. On behalf of High Society Real Estate, we really thank you for your bidding and participation. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Thank you.